Well, hello and welcome to I Love Gay today. And we are with Kyle from Out Luxury Sailing Adventures. How you doing, Kyle?
I'm great, Matt. It's so good to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing great. I know I haven't seen you really. I mean, we've connected a little, but in general, it was since January when we were at the New York Times travel show.
Right?
Yeah,
We had a
which
lot of fun there, though.
I know. I'm going to sneak in a picture just so people can see. But no, it was wonderful because it was a great way for us to just, spend a little quality time and get to. We were all about introducing your company and meeting people in the
Hmm.
LGBT travel world, and then the pandemic hit.
Yeah, absolutely. That was great for for everybody.
Yeah. So before all that, just tell us a little bit about what your company's up to and what you've created and what we're going to be looking for now that you probably had to make some adjustments for the post pandemic cruise world.
Oh yeah, just a little bit, of course. And before I say anything, I just want to say thanks again so much for having me. I know this is taking off on you, and we're a startup, and I know you've been doing a lot with companies that were established. So thanks a lot for having me.
Hey, it's great
This
to
is
have you
really
here.
great.
Yeah, no, you got a good story to
And
tell.
yeah, right. Well, you're a big part of it. So we actually, as I said, we're a startup. The company turned a year old on May 2nd, which was actually when you and I had our big marketing plan set for the first inaugural boys and girls in the BVI adventure through
Yeah,
the British Virgin Islands. And
yeah,
it was set for the first week in May, so those two things would coincide. And also at the same time, we were launching an investor search. And not, of course, not the very day that we were going to launch all of it, but certainly within the same week,
yeah.
well, everything happened. And things got put on hold for quite some time. But I'm so proud to announce that, the travel gays are back in action and we're reopening our full yacht bookings with our 19 destinations on 6 continents around the world. And this whole company was built on a premise of being entirely different than anything else you've ever experienced in the gay travel world before. For the last, I don't know, the last 50 years, it's been this monopoly of tourist trap experiences where it's not about what you want to do and how you want to do it. It's about where you can go, when you're allowed to go there, and only ever interacting with other tourists,
Yeah, yeah.
whether it's cruise ships or resorts. I mean, I'm not surprised it was our community that got bored playing beach volleyball over and over again first. So we built Out Luxury Sailing Adventures, and we built it with a simple premise that nothing is more important to us than the individual experience of each client.
Yeah,
And we're able to accommodate that by being very flexible and very adaptive on our feet. We start from the very beginning at customizing every aspect of a person's adventure. Right now, of course, we're holding off on our pre-scheduled group adventures as well as by the cabin bookings, just for safety's sake. Most likely, we're going to resume that in early fall. But for now, we're doing our full yacht bookings, and we have a gorgeous fleet. Every yacht's either brand new or less than a year old, fully crewed with a professional captain and a gourmet chef, a private host or hostess, and we even throw in a professional photographer
yeah,
for
yeah.
people to enjoy. When you go ahead and send a message or call Out Luxury Sailing, you're assigned your own personal travel guru. So you're never going to have to call the company and sort through a bunch of departments. You've got your one travel guru who not only works with you to build every aspect of your vacation ahead of time, perfectly to your specifications, but when you show up at whichever marina, there they'll be.
Yeah.
And so that same person who created your trip and knows exactly what you want will be there sailing right alongside, making certain that we pride ourselves on exceeding every expectation.
Nice. Well, and your focus isn't so, people are expecting typically when they're going to go on a cruise, it's either 5,000 people on an Atlantis cruise or even some of the others where the smaller ones are still, either you're sharing, there's just a few gay people on a much larger cruise, or they're just chartering, like a Windjammer or something. But you kind of
Right,
really
absolutely.
you really focused on an even smaller customized, just a really strong niche on people being able to enjoy their own custom travel.
Absolutely. And listen, cruise ships are an experience, but
Yeah.
I've never personally been fond of them. Every single thing you're allowed to experience is on that ship. You can't really have exclusivity or intimacy when you are jammed into a ship like a sardine with 4,998 others of your, closest tourists. And when they do let you ashore, if your cruise ship is sending people ashore, you better believe every other cruise ship
Yeah. Yeah.
up mini city of tourists where you can be guaranteed of one thing, and that is everything around you is completely artificial. I don't believe that any of us in the gay community, any of us who refuse to live life ordinarily on principle, would be content with traveling like an ordinary tourist. So what we do is go ahead and build the perfect yacht for you. You pick the perfect destination, when you want to leave, how long you want to be there for. And each and every day, we don't tell you where you can go. We give you these options of places that have been pre-scouted in advance by, well, either me or my staff, to find the most forgotten and just intimate places you could hope for. My personal favorite is in the British Virgin Islands. There is this underground cave pool that you can only access through an underwater chamber that I've talked to people who've worked there for 10 years and nobody knows that it's there. That's the kind of detail and the sort of spots that we cater to.
Yeah.
Every step of your adventure is catered to your taste, and by the end, no matter what your goal was at the beginning, you find yourself having a gaycation that was the perfect reflection of your own personal desires.
Yeah. Well, you've got like, I noticed that not only in all the destinations that you have listed on your website, Greece is, you're doing a trip to, or one of the first ones you're kind of really putting together is for Greece, yes?
Yeah, absolutely. You're absolutely right. Like I said, for safety reasons, we are putting off for a few more months our
Yeah.
pre-scheduled group adventures.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, the most fun way to travel with us is a full yacht booking.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds a lot more expensive, but it actually comes out to being about the same as if you were going to book out a single cabin. So yeah, our next trip coming up, and the destinations are available now. We've just started marketing it, is for Corfu on the west coast of the main island of Greece, just east of Prusidia and Sardinia. There are so many beautiful islands there that we made a very conscious decision when, if you look at our fleet, you'll see that we only operate catamarans. The difference between a catamaran and a monohull is that on a regular sailboat, in order to not have it flip over, you've got that big fin on the bottom. Means you can't get into places that aren't deep water. But take our largest catamaran, for example. 60 feet, 3-member crew, 10 passenger capacity, luxury accommodations.
Yeah.
And we can, as long as there's 7 feet of water, we can get into places that even if you had your own personal helicopter each day, you could never visit. We've created a platform whereby you can truly explore every inch of your location on nobody's terms but your own.
Yeah. Nice. I'm going to digress for a moment and say, if anybody's curious about Corfu, go on Amazon and on Amazon Prime. There's this amazing show that probably me and just a few small handful of people even watch, called The Durrells in Corfu. But it's amazing,
Yes.
and I love it. And so, but it's made it so that now one of my dreams in life is I really want to be able to go to Corfu and experience her for myself. So you're
Well,
gonna.
I expect your presence on the first trip.
I'm going to be on your first trip, on your inaugural vacation, and I'm going to reconnect with one of my favorite shows on Amazon. It's a win-win.
Absolutely. And make sure to bring your lovely husband with you.
I know. But no, this is great. And this is like what I believe would be, it's a great introduction to be able to let people know what to expect. And what we're going to do is on this video that we post, we're going to have links to all your, where they can find you on social media and your website. And in fact, you're going to be creating more and more videos as well. That's just kind of helping walk people through. Because I know I've seen some of the stuff where what you're going to do this weekend. So I'm looking forward to seeing
Yeah,
that as
so
well.
we'll be doing it on Friday. If I had to boil everything down about this company to the one thing that makes us special,
Yeah.
is that we've got an overall goal, not just to succeed hugely in the industry and to become truly the vanguard of an industry that has only seen the same thing over and over again, which was basically vacationing on anyone else's terms but your own.
Yeah.
But also, it's very important to all of us at OLSA to give back to the community that we serve. And this is a company, we're not an event planning company. We are owned, operated, and purpose-built by and exclusively in service of the international LGBT community, which is why every yacht that we book, whether it's a group adventure or a single full yacht reservation, we donate 5 to 10% of every yacht booking to the Trevor Project. We don't just want to go ahead and provide vacations to the community. We want to give back to them as well.
Excellent. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's wonderful to hear. So I really look forward to being able to, number one, when we're unleashed again, to be able to see you again in the real world.
Yeah.
But
Right?
looking forward to this, to jumping on the cruise with you. So hopefully others will join us as well.
Oh, I hope so too. I truly believe that this is the bold new way to defy the ordinary and travel gay.
I love that. Well, thanks so much for being here with us.
Thank you, Matt.
All right.
Anytime.